Hey guys, welcome to Epic Living. I have not made a video in such a long time. Oh my god. Don't pick on me. I'm sorry. Our baby ostriches that are not so baby anymore. He likes to pick on me if I go too close. Anyhow, I have not made a video in such a long time. But we've been working so hard, as you can tell. I'm in here in the quarantine section for our baby ostriches. We have 3 baby ostriches right behind me, right there, that were actually hatched at Barzak Fala Farms. I know that it's been difficult. Sometimes I've had days that I've felt stuck, and I know that a lot of you know what I'm talking about. In the environment that we're living, the economic environment, the political environment, a lot of times we feel like we don't know what to do and we're stuck. And I know that some people have been reaching out about losing their jobs and can't find any, don't have finance to start and be an entrepreneur. And I want to encourage you to not feel stuck. I want to encourage you to think about the things that make you happy. Think about the gifts. We were all born with gifts that God has given to us. And I'll tell you my life story, and I'll try to make it very, very short. But my education is in international relations and diplomacy. But because of my political choices that I have made in Belize, I was told by high-ranking government officials that I must never apply for a job in foreign affairs. I must never try to seek employment in government because apparently that's sacrilegious, because I don't support either of the major parties. Anyhow, I have had to reinvent myself because of my political choices. It is not right. It's a form of victimization. And yeah, we shouldn't put up with it. But what can we do, right? So I looked inside of myself to figure out what are the things that I love. And I know that I love farming, I love agriculture, but agriculture is just so broad, and to choose one thing that you love is very hard. And especially when you say, I love this one thing, but how am I going to make money off of it, right? And so one of the examples, I have a very diverse farm here at Barzak Fala, and we grow a bit of all kinds of things, mostly for food security for our families and our workers. We don't sell much of our produce. So when I said I want to do ostriches, and my husband and my friends and people would laugh and say, well, you're going to starve. You're never going to make money off of ostriches because, first of all, there was a fight to not have ostriches in Belize. Well, we won that fight because now we're producing ostriches in Belize. But I know, and I was fully conscious, that this passion of mine was going to take a few years for us to have meat. I mean, you can't butcher an ostrich till it's 14 months old. And we have to wait till we hatch because there was so many loops and barriers that we had to jump through to get permits to import. And so I decided to focus on hatching our eggs since our adult ostriches were laying. And I knew that it was going to be a few years before we could sell meat. And so I decided to open the farm as an eco park so that I could at the least sustain the farm and sustain my passion and, make some money from it, because let's face it, I need money if I'm gonna exist, if we're gonna develop, if we're gonna grow. And so I looked at my passion, my talents, and decided I'm gonna make money off of it because I already have this. Now, of course, some of you don't have a property, animals and whatever, but it's just an example. You can look at any talent that you have, and don't tell me you don't have a talent, because we all do. It's the one thing that makes you happy. It's the one thing that relaxes you. And when you look at your talent and you look at a talent that you have, a gift that you have, that you can make into a business opportunity, it has to be something that, one, makes you happy, that you can do with your eyes closed, that, you know, you can figure out how to do it in a lot of different kinds of ways. The one thing that you know is going to make you absolutely happy, that you're going to be at peace with. And that's the one thing you learn how to develop. And trust me, when you figure that one out, you're not going to need $1 million. You're not going to need $1 million to be able to build a business out of your passion. And ultimately, human beings want to be happy. Yes, part of your happiness is putting food on the table. A part of your happiness is, you know, being in an environment where you can be at peace and you can be yourself and you can grow. And yes, have enough money to go on a vacation and all of that, but that will come. So decide what your talent is, how you want to make money off of your talents, and then you have a goal, and you need to have long-term goals and short-term goals. And your short-term goals are stepping stones towards achieving or getting to that long-term ultimate goal. But you need to write it down. That's the thing. That's the secret. Write it down, so then at the end you can look back and measure your success. Remember, only if you have a goal will you be able to achieve success. Because how many people believe that they're successful, but they're not happy because they're doing jobs and seeming to succeed in things that they don't want to do. It's like waiting in traffic to go where you don't want to go, and then the light changes, but you're depressed because you didn't want that green light to change because you don't want to get there. So you're satisfied with being stuck in the red light. I don't know if I'm making any sense. To some of you I will, and to some of you are just going to think I'm completely crazy, and maybe I am. But this is happiness. This is happiness. Using your talents and making a business out of it. And we are very happy. I'm going to show you right now our baby ostriches. And they are right here. Look. He wants to pick on my hat. No. He wants to pick on the phone. He is our boy. And these are 2 girls. You guys are crazy. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. All right, guys. Till next time, I'm Nancy Marin, and this is Epic Living, and we are at Barzak Pala Farms. Please remember to give us a like.